I walked into work the other day, see the new guy. He's not the new guy anymore, but I call him the new guy. He's been there a few months. He's also a compulsive gambler, and we've bonded over it. And we chat quite a bit. He was about 2 months off, maybe slightly longer. He relapsed the other day. It was on his day off. The curse of the midweek day off. And he went into town, walked past a slots amusement arcade place that he is self-excluded from. Little look through the door, who's in there? Is it someone that knows me? It's not. He goes in there, loses some money, goes out, goes to the bank, gets more, ends up driving to the casino. He's pretty much on it all day. He ends up winning some money though. So he's about £400 up. And he tells me this, and he asked if I had any advice. And it was so difficult because what can I tell him? Anything I say is ultimately going to be futile, especially after a win. Now, I really respected his courage to tell me because I don't think I would have done that. I really don't think I would have done that, especially after a win. I would have just wanted to keep in my brain. I would have been like, I've broken the seal. Here we go. I'm thinking about the midweek football, plotting, I'm scheming, I'm away again. So I really respected the kind of the pattern, the attempt at the pattern interrupt from him after, especially after winning some money. And he's a smart, intelligent guy, but no gambler really quits after a win. They're just not going to. And I just hope for his sake that he doesn't completely capitulate and lose a load of his hard-earned money to then reset, because he knows he's got a problem. So ultimately, the story doesn't end well. This is probably almost, well, not probably, this is almost certainly not his last gambling activity. So therefore, it's not if, it's when. And it was just really difficult for me because I was trying to say something really, really profound that would kind of sort of trigger him into positive action or to get him thinking slightly differently. And the whole time I was just thinking, for me, it would be in one ear and out the other, especially once I'd have a taste for it back, and especially after I'd won some money, because that would have reinforced the decision to do it. And the rational human brain would have kind of added on to the parasite of the addicted brain. See, we just had the wrong strategy last time. We just weren't doing the right things. This is the time. We put a run together now, and then we're going to win X, Y, Z, and then we're going to stop. And I told myself that story so many times. I remember going to a life coaching session once with a lady, and she was really good. And I went there because I wasn't fulfilling my potential. And I went there for a large part because of problem gambling and how that had caused me so many challenges over the years, as an understatement. And I remember we had a session on a Friday afternoon, and I was back in the fog and the chaos. I'd relapsed maybe a few days before, or I was definitely in active addiction at this time. And there was almost like a part of my brain sort of speaking to me as she was speaking to me, saying, like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Almost like a nodding dog, like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you make a lot of sense here. Logically, that makes a lot of sense. But it's like a part of my brain that's like, there's nothing that you can say here that is going to stop me from betting on Arsenal versus Middlesbrough tomorrow. I knew it was specifically that game. I think it ended up 0-0 and I lost money. But I just remember thinking, no one, you could get Lord Sugar, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, Gandhi together to try and give me a rallying cry to change my life around here. And I'm just not going to do it because the addiction's just too strong. And especially now I've got a bit of extra money in my pocket than I thought I had. Or I've broken the seal, I'm not worried about protecting my streak anymore, I'm not worried about my abstinence. I'm just going to do it. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to do it. And I almost didn't want to waste time talking to him because I felt like I'm just going to get progressively more agitated and frustrated trying to do that job that I know wouldn't work on me. So it was really quite a surreal experience. And like I said, I respect his honesty. He's a really good guy. And it was kind of a conflicting message because at no point was I going to say, well done on your winnings. At the same time, I didn't want to completely throw the book at him for relapsing, because I genuinely really respected his courage and honesty and bringing it up with me first. Sometimes if I cross paths with him, I say, how are you getting on? Still going strong? And in this instance, like as soon as he saw me, he made a beeline for me first thing in the morning, to kind of say, almost like to kind of get it off his chest. But that's the thing, it's the human brain that almost certainly won't let you stop once you win. There's the old cliches in addiction, and I say cliches, they are very valid, that like, you know, you need to hit a certain leverage point to stop. You need to hit like a rock bottom type moment, because otherwise you just don't experience the pain. You don't experience the leverage to actually change the behavior. And there'll be a part of him, whether he knows it or not, that's thinking, happy days, 400 quid up. God, it'd take me a while to earn that. You know, can I do that again today? This is, you know, easy come, easy go. It's money for old rope. And I can relate to those kind of things. And that is addiction language. But at the same time, it's very, very easy to get caught up in. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that because I know the power of the addiction. I know the unlikelihood, if that is correct grammar, to stop in the middle of a winning run or after kind of successful bets. Yeah, and I was certainly not going to stop after a win. I only ever stopped when I took my place and got to a place rather where my mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, psychologically was completely battered. And that was 16 months and 2 days ago today. So I appreciate everyone watching this channel. If you know anyone that struggles with this kind of thing, it's definitely my recovery journey and focused on gambling addiction, which I genuinely think is going to be one of the biggest problems in society in the next 1 to 2 years. It scares the hell out of me where the trajectory is heading. Please feel free to share this content with them. I respond to all the comments, love to hear how you guys are getting on. Please subscribe, it helps me reach more people for a channel that is slowly but surely growing. And I'll see you in the next video very, very soon. Take care.